Hello guys and welcome back. So in this episode actually we'll be exploring the tools panel. Okay, so I'll be explaining all, but I will be demonstrating the important ones on the timeline. Okay, some of the tools actually that are here that I don't even use it, so I don't know the use of some of them. Okay, not because I don't feel like knowing them, but because I feel like they are not important to the kind of work that I do. Okay, so at the end of it, I'll just pinpoint out the most common used one when it comes to Adobe Premiere Pro. Okay, guys, so without much ado, let's get started. All right, so the very first one that you see here is called the selection tool. Okay, the selection tool actually is used to select clips, menu items, buttons, and other objects found in the user interface. Okay, so in some cases, some recommend you to configure the selection tool to be selected by default after using the more specialized editing tools, since most clip and interface interaction requires using selection tool. So you see, this selection tool actually is one particular tool that is much more important, which you can be using throughout your entire editing editing work. Okay, so let me just bring in these videos here. Let me bring it one. Let me bring two. Let me just bring three out of it. So we can select the middle one, we can select the last one, and the stuff. Okay, so that is the work of the selection tool. All right, so the next one we move on to track select forward. So actually it's called track selection tool. This tool actually is used to select all clips to the right of the cursor in a sequence. Okay, click a clip with this tool to select the clip and the ones to the right or on a single track. So now if I have clicked on it, then you see that I'll be having this double arrow. So what this double arrow does is it selects everything in front of the arrow. So if I should click, so which means this and this has been selected. If I should come all the way here and click, it's going to select only one. If I should come to the end here and click, it's going to select all. So middle to click to the last one. So anything in forward, that is what it's going to select. Or you just go here, you click and hold, then you select the backward. It also have another key whereby you can click to select the backwards and whatsoever. So that is the work of the track selection tool. All right, so the next one we move on to a tool called track ripple edit tool. Okay, so this one is the ripple edit tool, and honestly I don't actually use these tools that much. I'll be very honest with you. Okay, so the ripple edit tool actually you can use to select tool to trim the start or end of a clip in timeline. Okay, however, you might create an empty space between the clips of your timeline. Use the ripple edit tool to trim the in or out point of a clip. So for example, let me go in for my selection tool. Let me select this and pull it out just to create some empty space here. So this one, instead of me clicking and dragging to close the gap, actually I can just click here and edit it and just click delete, and automatically that gap actually will be closed. Okay, so actually that is the reason why I don't use the ripple edit tool very much. Okay, so now we move on to the next one, which is the razor tool. Okay, so the razor tool actually is used to split clips in timeline. Click any point on a clip to split it at that exact location. To split all clips across all tracks at an exact point, press and hold the shift key while clicking a clip. So for example, I've been using this razor blade for a while now throughout from our mini lesson up to this stage. So this is actually how you can chopping up things. Okay, so let me just undo. So that is actually how it's been done. So let's just play this video and let it start from here, and let's see, we have a portion that we want to chop it off. Okay, so let's for example say we want to get to this side. So let's say maybe we want to get the caption from where he bent. Okay, So let's say this is where exactly I want to get it. And with this thing here, okay, you can select the selection to click and what, hit the delete key. Okay, then we can also close it. So automatically you see that we have what, close the gap. Okay, so that is actually the work of the razor tool. Okay, I'm just explaining the most important tools actually. Okay, then we have the split tool. Actually, this split tool, actually, I don't want to talk about it. It's just don't mess with it. Just leave it. Okay, but I'm just going to explain actually what you can use it for. The split tool actually is, you use it to split two to simultaneously change the in and out point of a clip in a timeline while keeping the overall duration of the clip unchanged. But for me, I don't see any use of it why I should actually be using it. Okay, so with those kind of things, actually, they are not that kind of importance whereby you have to know how to use them. But if you want to know how to use them, you are welcome to do your own explore. Okay, guys. All right. So now let's move on to the pen tool. This pen tool actually here actually is used to mark masking and stuff, because that's what I normally use the pen tool to. So let me just select here and let me just come all the way to opacity and let me click this one. So let's, for example, say I can just draw some outline. Let me just draw a rough sketch. Okay, and masking is like hiding some parts of the videos. Okay, so this is just a very rough one. So you see that I have what hide all the other one. So that is what the pen tool actually you can use it for, or you can use it to draw a shape or whatsoever. Okay, so let me just undo it. All right, good. So now we move on to the next one, which is the rectangle tool here. And this one also actually helps you to draw a rectangle, ellipse tool on polygon tool. Okay, so when you click and you drag it on it, you see that it will just give you this rectangle tool. So based on the shapes that you are seeing it here, any of them that you pick, that is the tool that you are going to get. Okay, all right, so let me pick it and just undo. I don't want it to be on it. Now we move on to the hand tool. So this hand tool actually, for example, let's select the hand tool and let's zoom this video in, let's say by 100%. So you can tell that it's out of the screen. So this hand tool actually helps you to scroll through the video, okay, to see some portion of it, but it doesn't change your size, the size of your video. Okay, it doesn't change anything to it. And we have the zoom tool as well. Okay, the zoom tool, which you can also use it here to zoom in, but it's not, you can't use it on this particular one here. Okay, so that is the way. And the last one is the text tool. So this text tool actually allows you to put in text. Okay, so let's just type title. Okay, title, and let's go in for our selection tool. Let's drag it somewhere here and let's head to the captions and graphics. So here actually with here, and let's go to edit. So this one actually gives you all the options that you need to work on your title and stuff, maybe change its color, alignment, and all sorts of things. Okay, so I will not waste much more time here because we have a whole section covering these captions and graphics. Okay, so now let me just go back to my edits. Sorry, I think my edits. All right, just to have it. So with this one, I will just hit the delete key to remove it out. Okay, I will just hit the delete key. So guys, you can see. So here, the most important tools here is the selection tool, the razor tool, the pen tool. That depends if you want to use it to do some masking and stuff. Okay, then we have the rectangle tool. When you click and hold, it will bring the other ones out, which is the ellipse tool and polygon tool. Then from there, I think much more you can use the zoom tool to zoom on this one. But as far as this one is there, I don't see the essence of me using the zoom tool. But with the hand tool, that's when if I want to do some dragging, maybe the video is bigger than the screen here, then that's when maybe I can maybe bring in the hand tool just to get everything stay in portion. Okay, so to change it back, I can just come here and just go to fit. My video will come back to its original state. Okay, guys. So actually, with the tools panel, actually there is not much more to it, and the most used important ones are just about 4 or so. But hey, you can go extra mile to do research. Maybe you might find one of the two useful for you in there. Okay, guys. So this brings us in to this episode. So in our next episode, actually, I will be also showing you the shortcut, the important shortcut. So which is like the most of the tools that you'll be using frequently, the shortcut of it, so that it can get you going. So always you don't need to be coming to the tools panel to pick a tool or stuff. Okay, so see you in the next video.